Now, Mr. Plug has some tests for you to see what you are able to do. Mr. Plug, if you please. Alright, so the little goblin comes down the stairs, about halfway down, so he's still above everyone's heads. He says, "So, how many of you are good climbers?"
I think I probably am.
A couple of hands go up from the crowd.
So.
I have +2.
I got
So I don't know how good that is in comparison.
Come on.
yeah, he's got one leg. He's
I'd
not
say
good.
I'm
Yeah, with the one-legged cat. Yeah.
Yeah, the one-legged cat climbing the ring.
I put my hand down farther.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably doing what you're best suited for. I'll leave you there. I'll leave you there.
Yeah, good call.
So, saw some hands go up. Here's what we're gonna do. We need some people to be up in the rigging at all times, just to make sure that things are going according to plan, and in case Captain Harrigan needs to make some adjustments, you can do those things. But if you're clumsy, then you shouldn't be up there. Let's see. Who should be up there? Let's have a little friendly competition, shall we?
There's not a high life expectancy for clumsy people in a ship's rigging.
That's true.
Probably not a real high life expectancy for pirates in general.
But it is a glorious life.
I say a lot of
Short
pirates
life and a better one.
a lot of pirates I've heard of do this like their whole life.
Plug suggests that we have a climbing competition. He says, let's climb the rigging. Whoever can get to the crow's nest first wins a prize of 10 gold.
Oh ha ha. Nice.
You see several people are like, I'm not doing that, right? They just know they can't
I'm like,
climb.
For 10 gold, like, even though I said I wasn't good at climbing, maybe I'm better
Yeah.
Yeah, the god.
That's what I'm wondering. Would I overcome my nauseatedness to at least attempt it?
Yeah, well,
'Cause I don't think I would attempt it if I'm deeply nauseated.
Yeah.
But I'm
What does nauseated do for you?
unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention.
I don't think it's possible.
You could climb.
Alright.
A couple feet.
You just can't like concentrate on, like, you could climb rigging, you could not read a book.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a try.
Maybe the moving around.
Profession. Am I affected by the?
Oh yeah.
I would think
Make a
she's
fortitude
sea
check.
witch. I would think if she's a sea
Oh
witch.
yeah,
then
you're a
she'd
sea
be
witch.
fine.
Yeah. Gosh.
Did you have?
Make a fortitude check with
sailor.
advantage. So take the highest of the three.
That's 20. Not 20. I crit.
Yeah. You're good.
I'm good.
You feel very
She
comfortable.
just levitates to the crow's nest.
Well, that was just to see if she was like seasick,
Yeah.
seasickened or not.
How's a sea witch gonna get
Right.
seasick?
Well, that's why I gave her advantage. But she's technically not a sailor. You could be a sea witch and spend a lot of time on the beach.
Yeah. That's me. It's like I'm a sea witch. I haven't been on a boat.
Right.
Or
Okay,
ship or
okay.
anything.
So are
Alright.
we using our climb or our profession sailor on this?
Yes.
Whichever is the highest, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if,
Then I definitely
I'll
wanna
give you either one.
Then I want to participate in this competition.
Yeah, me
This
too
big
with
leg.
profession sailor.
Okay.
I
I'll
guess
let you do it.
I guess
So
I'll
let's
do
go
it.
ahead and make a roll.
I did.
Oh snap! I got 2 20s.
Seriously?
Wow. You got 2 20s?
Yeah,
All right.
and a 4, but yeah. 2
So
20s.
you actually scale up super fast the first 10 feet.
Alright, I have a 14.
A 14? Okay. Yes.
I got 15.
15?
8.
8. Okay. You're still working on figuring out how to get your feet into, like,
The rope.
the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very accurate.
So even though I have a +6, I rolled horribly. So Patrick starts to go, and he like slips in some vomit, and then he hits the deck.
Okay.
Because
He's
he
making
rolled a
me
3.
feel not so bad.
So let's, here's how we're gonna, you're actually scaling the rigging, but I don't have rigging, so we'll just keep track of your
It's
elevation.
like the rope ladders that go up.
I
Yeah,
rolled a 3.
by sticking
So
your
I have
character
a 9
in here.
total.
You got to the first step and then
Grab
you
your
tripped
guy?
and fell off the
That's
boat
what
and
I
your
said,
foot's
yeah,
caught in
I
the
slipped
rope and
in
you're
the
like
vomit.
dangling back like
First level.
this.
I have
No,
a
you actually get
+6
to
and I
10
only
feet.
got a 9.
And so there's little,
Okay, yeah, I see it.
yeah, you see it? How you kind of can slide in there.
That's
And then-
cool.
Yeah,
I
this
noticed
is
it earlier.
That is
this
so
is the
cool.
genius
Yeah.
of Chris Hunt.
Well, when I first came in, I thought you had like little platforms.
Yeah,
and then
I did
realized,
too.
oh, that's
Nope.
actually the base of the guy.
Whoa.
And now slot.
That's that's all part of the Shipworks package,
Wow.
and it's really smart. It's
Oh,
really it's built.
That's ingenious.
It's built
Yeah.
for tabletop gaming, and all of these like little things here out on the
So
the
you
yard
can really
arms.
hold on to them.
You can
Yeah.
they're to plug a character in,
Wow.
so they'll support your character's
That's
base right
awesome.
I
The
need
one-legged
some water.
cat.
there. It's the peg leg. We'll blame it on the peg leg. So
I need
Kay,
some water as well.
you got 15, so just put yourself opposite of Joel's character, right underneath Joe.
Oh,
Because you wouldn't fit.
These two, yeah, I just put her on one of my elevation markers. It's just this little
Okay.
like clear plastic thing. I think they're made for holding beads or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
Just
I
so
us-
that she's on that same one.
yeah,
of
so
those.
she's on the level. So both Joel and Kay are 5 feet up, but since you rolled double crits, I put you up 10 feet. And so you realize that you can kind of, as you're
But he's
climbing
on
the
deck.
first
He's not
bit of
getting it anywhere.
yeah on the ground. As you're climbing the first bit of rope, you kind of get a feel for how this works,
Thank you.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
realize that you could probably, if you felt confident, you could probably push yourself a little bit harder, and anybody,
Oh, okay.
and kind of intentionally try to get a lead on other players, but if you mess up on that, right, it's you can, in
We
game
can
terms, you
fall.
can set the DC a little bit higher to do 10 feet at a time instead of 5 feet at a time.
Oh,
But you don't know exactly what the
I'm not
DC
rolling
is.
that good tonight.
no, I don't.
So,
Well, I think I'm doing good, so I'm going to continue at the pace I'm going,
okay.
which is
So my
so far.
since I
fairly
missed
well.
the first
So,
one.
so
you know, you
we're
can go.
Oh, okay.
so we're at like the same
Attempt to
elevation.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you two
you're
are
at
at
that
the
height,
What's
yeah.
the rules that like kicking
Yeah,
someone?
yeah, kicking somebody off.
Well, so the rigging is spread out enough that, I mean, you would, it's almost like a rock climbing competition, right? You're going to climb over here and they're going to
Oh,
climb
no.
over here, and whoever gets to
Oh,
the
no,
Oh, I
do
totally
not.
kick people off the rope.
Don't bring that
Have you?
Don't
Oh.
bring,
You're a horrible
Don't
human
bring
being.
that
You're a horrible
Don't bring that up.
in unranked stuff.
You know that it would probably be bad form, but you could do it.
I think I'll just stick with climbing for now. I just
Okay.
wanted to see what the rules
Are you
were. in
putting him
case
at
the
any
stakes
sort of
become higher.
disadvantage, even though his seaworthiness was good, but he has a peg leg? Not really.
He's got training
He's
as
also
a
a cat.
sailor,
Okay.
and he's a cat.
He's a cat.
And
All
really, like,
all right.
I've learned to adapt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that.
All right.
All right. So do we roll again?
Although, for your peg leg, does it have like a climb disadvantage or something? Like a -2
I have a
or
-3 on climb.
a -3?
But you let
Yeah, I
us
was
use
gonna
profession
say.
sailor, which I'm a +6 on.
Yeah, let's make it a
So you're
plus
+3. Yeah.
Just because you are climbing,
the
but I'm
difference?
letting you use your sailor.
Okay.
What's your climb bonus?
My climb bonus is -3.
Well, the peg leg.
Oh, okay. Well,
So mine
We'll-
is like
we'll say
+3
plus
and
three on
+3. +6. Mine is +3 climb and +6 profession sailor.
yeah, so you would pick profession sailor.
Okay.
Get the +6.
All right.
All right, let's go next round. Climb higher. Or at all.
17 and 18.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay.
So yeah, 17 total.
7.
Move up 5 feet, so that's 1 notch. And then you get to move up 5 feet.
I got 14.
You got 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to move it.
You can move up 1 here.
fit
Yeah, it might just be easier to
We'll
use
do that. Okay, and then Okay, you got what?
14.
14? Alright, so we'll move you up. Joel, what'd you get?
A 7.
A 7? Okay.
7.
You don't, you can't climb up, but you don't fall.
Okay.
Rolled a
Melissa.
7. So at this point, I'm like, I guess climbing is not for me. But I tried.
Okay. Well, what's your climb bonus?
1.
1? Okay.
That's with my bonus.
Oh, that's with it.
That's
All right.
with my bonus.
Yeah. So you're still
Yeah.
on the ground, but you see people that are climbing.
I'm just.
You see
Go,
people that
guys.
are
You see them?
They're going right up.
Yeah.
I guess she actually passed a perception check.
Yeah. All right. Climb again. Climb higher.
You see people climbing.
In the next 6 seconds, let's see how high you get.
Oh.
6, 13.
Oh.
13?
13.
17.
23.
23.
I got
Max
two
at 20.
20s.
You got double 20s. Oh.
What?
You shoot up 10 feet.
I got a 17, so I go up on that same level.
Yep.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Let's see. So 7 and 6, 13.
13? Alright, you go up 5 feet. And Joel, what'd you get?
I got a 13.
Alright, you can move up 5 feet. Melissa, you've given up?
I've given up.
Okay. That's fine.
You're just standing there looking up.
Cheering it
Up.
all on.
Up in the rigging is not for everyone.
I find sailing is the life for me, and I would be delighted to kill
All right,
my
there's-
friend the maggot.
What's that? Sorry, my favorite movie.
But I don't know the name of it.
Yes.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Ah, okay. Alright, roll again.
That's one of these favorite movies.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, crap. 9.
Did you have your bonus?
Yeah.
9.
I had a 20 and a
Okay.
20 and a 7, and then plus 2. So. But yeah.
Okay.
You rolled a natural 20 on one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, so then your middle one determines if that. So what is your
Critical.
7.
Well, that
Plus
determines
your
if it's a
bonus.
critical success.
2.
Yeah.
If he didn't succeed,
So
it's
a
not a
9?
critical fail.
Yeah,
Plus no.
Yeah.
it's
I
not
tried.
there. But the good news is you don't fall
Okay. But I don't gain any ground.
20 feet.
15.
Yeah, you don't gain any ground.
Oh,
But you're 20 feet up, so not falling is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a 15?
A 9 and a 6, yeah. 9 plus 6.
Yep. So you make it up 5 more feet. Okay, what'd you get?
19.
Gaining ground.
I double
That
16.
first roll was just horrible. I have a plus 6 on my
I got
first
19
sailor.
because I got
Yeah.
I
double
rolled a
16.
3 for my middle one.
So you move up. Joel, what'd you get?
An 11.
You actually managed to move up. So you're level with Padraig now.
I know, it's kind of one of the rolls.
Don't even think about it.
And I just kind of shout out, "Not bad for a pig leg, eh, guys?"
I think I'm just looking down and saying, wow, that is impressive with a pig leg.
Alright, so roll again.
Roll again.
Aha!
Alright. 17
this
and
is
19.
23.
8.
Sorry.
8.
I got 8.
8.
Okay. Neither of you move,
Alright.
but you don't fall.
Okay. At least
Which is
After,
good
after
news.
my bonus, I got
My
19.
pig's
Okay.
slipping. Just a second.
my pig!
Yeah, move yourself up
My
5
pig's falling off. Give me a second to secure it.
and move Patrick.
23.
Go again.
Hey.
16.
16 is good. You're getting a
I
feel
have
for
a,
how to climb rigging. It's like there's a rhythm to it that a lot of people don't notice. And once you get into that rhythm, climbing is a breeze. Speaking of breezes, it's very windy up here.
12.
12 is good.
If you would have moved,
You want to use
same
somebody
level,
else
so-
for me while we're doing this that'll fit in there?
Oh, we could do that.
So you don't
I
have to
got
keep
a,
adding, just pick
yeah,
somebody.
Here's a
and-
halfling guy. Short
Yeah, sure.
sword.
Use,
Okay.
Here's a
use-
short
That's
fella.
mine for right now.
use
I
that.
have a 15 with a 1, so does my 15 pass the check?
Yeah.
Which my 11 did earlier, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Yeah, 15 is good. Move up 5.
15.
She's standing on your head.
You got a 15?
Yep.
Oh, well, you go up 1, 2. All right, you two are tied. You've kind of been neck and neck this whole thing. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
All right, natural 20 with a 16 plus 6 to confirm.
I got a 17, 18, and a 20. Can I use all three of those to my... I'm just kidding.
So 18 plus 2 is 20.
Okay. You move up
With a natural
10
20.
feet. And
Me.
Joe, you move up 5.
I'll move up 5.
So I'm equal to you now.
Okay, what'd you get?
Oh, you know, there goes the
Man
cat.
overboard. No, that's not me.
Well,
Nope.
that's me.
And you were here?
Yep.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay. You move up.
And
So
then I'm
you
equal
moved
to
up?
you, yes.
we'll just put...
Because I just moved up 10.
I'm hanging up here. Woo!
What'd you get?
18.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Roll again.
14.
18.
Nice.
7.
My last one was a natural 20.
Yeah. I had a 20 and a 17 last round.
Yeah.
Alright. 14, 18, 15. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So all three of you, we'll just say all three of you are there.
Alright.
Okay.
And then Joel, what'd you get?
7.
A 7? Well, you don't fall. That's the good news. Okay. Wow, this is a close race.
Yeah, it is.
We have to make it to the, or
yes.
just the top here,
No, to
the actual,
Yeah.
or to the flag.
20 feet.
No,
Keep going up.
just to the crow's nest.
I shout to the rest of them. I think I'm doing pretty good for having a pig.
11.
18.
13.
Okay.
Same.
You all move up. So now it kind of starts to matter if you want to try to push yourself. You could get 2 and get ahead, but it means you're more likely to fail.
That's a long way down for half.
It is a long way
I'm
down.
not gonna do
You're
that.
what,
that.
5, 10, 15,
You
20,
could-
20
I'm
minutes.
not gonna attempt it.
You could, because you've got the
I
bigger
feel like I'm
bonus.
gonna get paid, so I'm
You're
not
45
gonna, I'm
feet
not
up.
gonna attempt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because I've only got a +2. Like if I had like a plus,
Yeah.
like if I had like a +6 and a +2, maybe, but no.
I won't attempt
All right.
it.
I'm gonna keep going steady.
Yep.
The farthest I've ever
Steady
fallen
is
was
the way to
somewhere
go.
between about 60 and 70
I
feet.
don't want to know this.
I don't know this.
Oh, dang.
It's on a roll.
Shut up.
Oh, 16.
21.
So 18.
16.
21.
Okay.
16.
You got 16 also? Oh my gosh. All right. What'd you get, Joel?
17.
Oh, well, hey, you get to move up a little bit.
So does that mean Joe and I are still tied?
Yeah.
And her.
And Patrick.
Oh, yeah, 3 of us are still
All
tied.
3 of you
How
are
about
right
that?
there, and you can see as you're climbing up. All 3 of you can see that you're right there with each other.
Come on, guys.
Alright,
So-
I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go steady.
You're pushing? All right, do it.
That sucks.
I got 5.
I got a 20,
17.
but I got
Oh, was
6 on the roll.
I got 8.
17.
You got a 17. You got an 8.
Yep.
Okay.
I got 5.
You don't move. You got a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still didn't fall. That's sweet.
Which
All
I
right,
wasn't.
well, I'm coming back to you.
I wasn't pushing it.
Oh, I'm stuck
Okay.
in the ropes now, aren't I?
You pushed it, and you got a 17.
11 plus 6, yeah. 17.
Okay. So, put yourself up in the crow's nest.
Woo!
Patrick makes it.
Alright, Pat.
Such shiny pink.
Push her over the side.
Kudos to you, Pat.
Okay, you got a what?
8.
An 8. Okay, you don't move. And then, Joe, you fall.
Oh,
I fall like a couple of feet, or all the way.
Oh, I can't get you in there. Oh, that's not even.
Oh no.
That's not, yeah, that's not even her. Hers
That's a
is- hers
gnome.
is that.
Put that little gnome over there.
I think he was using him for
Yeah.
animation
This is
earlier.
this is K, right? Because you
Yes.
don't move, and then
How far do I fall?
you fall.
Can I reflex and like catch the on my way down? So I only fall
Sure.
partially. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, roll a reflex check.
No, you fell.
No, you fell.
No, you
11.
really did.
11.
Yeah.
Is that including your bonus?
Yeah, my reflex is
Okay.
6.
All right. You catch.
So I don't fall all the way
You
down.
have a
So it has
5
to break
bonus on reflex?
6.
How many points do you have in freaking dexterity?
It's pretty high. Dexterity's pretty high.
Yeah, his dex is
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's got.
Because I was looking to power specific things.
Yeah. He's min-maxing. Yeah.
I did that.
That's good. All right.
See, and it
Joel.
served me. I didn't break anything.
Make a cat-like reflex check.
Oh,
Oh, did he fall too?
Oh yeah.
That's a
Peg like
reflex.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Drink like stick.
He gets his peg leg caught in it, so he doesn't fall.
Reflex. I have a 19 with a 20.
What?
You catch yourself.
I catch myself and
Immediately.
springboard up to the crow's nest.
No, but,
Uses his
but
peg
you
leg
don't
as a
die.
launcher.
You don't die.
That's
so that's a
that's
bonus.
That's always a good
bonus on
thing.
that.
Yeah.
All right. So the comedy unfolds real
I'm
close
sure
to
the
the top.
existing crew is laughing hysterically
Oh, yeah.
at the ones that fell.
Real close to the top. Killian slips, falls several feet, but manages to catch himself on the lower rigging, and at the same time, Gato slips and immediately catches himself.
By the tail.
But there is a clear champion here, although Veravale was very close behind.
So close.
There is a clear champion. So that would be Patrick. All right, so you come back down, and
I'll be the first one.
you can just take your time coming down. You don't have to make any rolls for it. You come down slowly and carefully.
Everyone comes down, or just her?
Everyone.
Him.
Him.
Please bring him down.
Well,
Or somebody
way to
just
go.
jumps.
I jump.
Swan dive.
You landed on your feet.
All right.
Foot.
No, me. I landed on my feet.
I always land on my foot.
I always laughed on my foot.
And everybody's cheering for you as you come back down, and Mr. Plug comes over and tosses you a thick gold coin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh, he
that.
said 10 gold.
Thank you, dear.
Well, it's a 10 gold
Or,
coin.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's a 10.
They use it's a bigger
Okay,
gold
yeah, I
coin
see
than
it,
the
I see
regular
it, I
gold
see it.
coin.
I see
It's
it.
a
We use denominations.
Sorry.
I'm non-denominational.
No, not in this world. There are denominations. Ones, tens, hundreds, even thousands. Okay. So, Mr. Plug says, "Congratulations! And what is your name, good sir?"
Oh, my name is Patrick, sir.
Patrick. Good. Well, you've just earned yourself a spot as a rigger.
Oh, sounds lovely.
In fact, you did so well, I'll give you a choice. Daytime or nighttime?
Whatever you most need me.
Which pays
Well-
better?
Since you don't have dark vision, I'm gonna put you on daytime.
Right.
Good. And,
I have dark vision.
And the penguin.
yeah.
But you fell. I cut myself.
You were in last place, and you still fell. You'll make a fine rigger.
But I cut myself.
But since you do have dark vision, I'll put you at nighttime.
Does she make rigging too? Since
And-
she almost made it? Yeah.
Since you did such a good job, you were right there. It was just so close. Right at the end, he took you. But you know what? You can be a rigger too.
Awesome.
Awesome. Did you say awesome?
Also,
Are you a
Make sure
half
I
elf?
heard that right.
Yes.
I don't mean to
Listen
be
to our channel.
racist or anything. I just want to make
Listen our
sure.
channel.
So, no dark vision, right?
Well, no, I do
Low light
have
vision.
low light vision.
which I also have
Sir.
low light vision. I
Better
guess,
than nothing.
technically.
Sir.
Would you like to be on night or day shift?
Well, seeing as how I can see twice as far, if it's to your liking, I don't mind taking evening.
Well, that's a long way to say night.
Watch it.
Night it is.
I don't see that I'm one way or the other.
And
I don't see
you
that I'm
tried.
one way or the other.
You
So,
probably do not have night vision. You're
daytime
just human.
swab for you.
Oh,
Did I?
Yeah, that's an aiming
Yeah.
thing. That's not, yeah.
What am I missing? Oh,
Hannah's real bad night vision.
Killian, you
I
made
can
it
see
almost
the
to the
dark
top,
very
but you
well.
fell.
Oh, yeah.
You were a good climber until you fell.
Well,
Till you face
But
planted.
caught himself.
That's how
he
most good
catch
climbers
himself
are.
though, Mr. Plug.
You were good until you sucked.
I always thought we had a runner till you face planted.
He did catch himself though, Mr. Plug, for just to mention.
So, I'll give you the choice. You want to be a rigger or a swab?
I think I'd rather be a rigger.
All right then.
We're all riggers.
The kids can
Uh,
swab.
Me.
If I have to choose between the two, I'd rather be a
Oh,
rigger.
hey, not bad.
Probably best for the kids to be swabs too.
Being a rigger will get a weapon in my hand
I
fast, so I'll
see
be a
Jack
rigger.
is probably a cabin boy.
This turn. Oh, it turns.
Does this? Is this turn?
Yes.
It
turns.
turns.
All right. So a rigger for you. Day or night? Probably day.
Do you have
We'll
low
see.
light? Do you have low light vision?
I'm
and dark
just
vision?
human.
I'm just human, yeah.
And your name, sir?
Killian James.
Killian. Oh. One more question. Can any of you cook?
Not that other
Is
people
there a
would
special
enjoy.
cook skill, or what other would that fall under?
Mm,
I don't have
it
professional
would be like
cook or
profession
anything.
cook.
Oh,
Chef, I think it's called, but no, I
No,
don't have it. But
sorry.
Patrick grew up in
Can I
an
bluff
inn,
and
so
say
he
yes?
probably has done some. But
He probably
How much
spent
is
more
your
time
bluff?
eating than cooking.
Look at
I'm not gonna
Well,
say.
they ran the inn, so
My bluff is 0.
10?
Yeah.
I can make
I
things
can
that will
cook.
keep you alive, but you won't enjoy it.
Can you now?
I used to cook for my father all the time.
Uh-huh. What was his favorite dish?
Squid. Sauteed squid
Sauteed.
with garlic.
With garlic.
With garlic.
I start dry heaving.
Oh boy.
You should like eat any sort of fish.
Oh boy.
You know what? Our cook does need an assistant. I think you would be just right for that job.
Hey, so you're not swatted.
I run to the rail and puke over it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
here is put.
And your name?
Phoebe.
Ah, Phoebe. I had a name named Phoebe.
Did she cook?
Not at all. She made the foulest concoctions, but we would all eat them and smile.
Just nod your
You're a
head.
goblin. Your taste is probably not that picky.
Wow! Racist much?
I just like, I think I just elbowed him like.
Well, I didn't actually. I was not.
Thinking it.
I was not in voice, so that's not actually what. That's,
Oh,
that's the
oh,
thought.
okay.
I was almost
Okay,
thinking
back
if you
out
said
of
that
that.
out loud, I was
Back out
gonna
of
like,
that.
oh,
That's-
my
that's
character
me.
just
That's-
elbowed
that's-
him. Say,
That's me more like.
yeah.
Oh.
I think my character was just elbowed him going,
So we've established what your jobs will be, and so Plug introduces the people that are in charge of you for your
So
jobs.
we're both daytime rigger. Y'all are both nighttime
Yep.
riggers. So we're all riggers.
No,
No,
Yeah.
no.
except
She's a
for
cook. And you're a
And
swab.
Gato's a swab.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh.
a swab.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a swab.
Oh, I thought
Remember
you put me
because
as
you
nighttime
felt
rigger, too.
because
No,
you were
no,
in
no.
last place.
You're a
and you
nighttime
felt-
swab.
He was being sarcastic.
So we're
Okay.
still kind
That
of.
means no.
Yeah.
We're
I
still
don't-
kind of around each other.
And
I
you're
think the riggers are gonna have to do
you're
a
just
lot
the
more
cook's
checks
assistant.
than swabs.
you don't have to worry about rigging or swabbing.
Not bad. We're
You worry
still
about
technically
assisting the
around
drunk
each
guy
other.
with the chickens.
Mr. Plug, there's one other skill that I have not yet demonstrated that might come in handy in the night.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I want to see this skill.
Are you concerned with the people's ability to see?
Are you suggesting that you should be a lookout? Because that's a rigger job. You have to be able to climb up to the crow's nest to stand in the crow's nest.
Not necessarily, but what if I could make your riggers more special?
Oh boy.
Yeah, are you suggesting you want to be a cabin boy?
What? allow me to demonstrate. I'll walk up to this guy, say a few words, put my hands on their
That's her.
It's
shoulders.
very well.
I put my hands on
Did
the
he just call me a
shoulders
dude?
and
He
I
puts
cast
his hand on your shoulders.
and I cast light. And she immediately starts glowing for like a 30-foot radius.
What the?
Cast minor illusion to make his hands glow.
In the daytime.
Well, as impressive as that isn't, because I've seen a light spell before, let me remind you that we are pirates. And our goal in sailing at night is not to be seen. This is why you don't see a lot of lanterns all over the ship.
Like, hey,
If we were a merchant vessel, you might have yourself a job, sir.
I'm like, hey buddy, take it easy. You start glowing too.
Do you actually do that to him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
as you walk up the
I
stairs,
don't think it lasts very long.
as you walk up the
Mr. Plug and I
stairs
are
to
both
put
lit
your
up.
hand on him, you see Master Scourge come up behind and pull out his cat of nine tails. And Master Scourge, Plug doesn't say anything, but Master Scourge looks at you and he goes, "You don't approach the captain."
I think this is my cue saying,
So, Mr. Plug is the captain.
No, but you don't approach the captain. You'll stay down there.
Yeah, it's best if you don't try to come up the stairs.
I think this is at one point the character is like,
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
think you should
nothing's
back
been
off.
explained to me yet. I'm just trying to figure.
I'm explaining. This is the poop deck.
What if I need to?
Is that funny to you?
no.
No, I was laughing at your voice.
You're laughing
My
at my
character
voice.
was not laughing. My character was.
Oh, okay. I see how everyone's backing down from the
No,
things they say.
no,
All right,
no,
no, that's
no,
fine.
no.
It wasn't
we
your
really
character.
were laughing at your action.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. That's the poop deck.
Okay.
I'm glad that you laugh at that.
Okay.
It's called a poop deck
Yeah.
because
Because you can't.
I-
Because no one can go up there and swap it. Apparently.
because no one can swap
Because I still have
I
my
know
mopping
that's-
in my hand the whole time. Like,
it. Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
why this is called a poop deck.
All right.
So
So
I walk
you
back down the
It's
stairs.
full of it.
you're glowing very
Yeah.
brightly.
Yeah, and I'm just staring at
I don't
I'm
have
staring
any
at
notes
Gato
as
and I'm
far as
like-
how long that lasts, though. I think it only lasts an hour or two. Like, it doesn't
I'm
last long.
stuck like this for an hour. You couldn't have picked somebody else.
You are closest.
Oh yeah. How long are we
Can't
nauseated?
spell it.
How long are we nauseated?
Alright.
Oh, for the day.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's a
I'm
bad
lit.
hangover.
Great. I'm lit up.
It's the wake up in the middle of like your buddy's backyard kind of
Great.
hangover.
I'm a lantern and I'm nauseated.
I'm a lantern and I'm nauseated. Yeah,
But your puke glows brightly.
100%.
You about to go on a date with the captain starter.
She pukes over the rail and like the water glows.
Say, Gato, is it? How long am I gonna be stuck like this?
Don't exactly.
I'm looking.
Don't exactly.
10 minutes per level, so it's only like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that wasn't long.
You should
That's what
try.
makes it fun to play with. Because I can touch anything and do this.
Okay, we get
So those were
your
the
point.
only
that a
two
cantrip?
jobs they
Huh?
needed.
Is that a
Was
cantrip?
swabbers
Those
and
zero
rivers.
level spell.
That's a cantrip.
Cook's assistant.
We
Oh.
get your
Cantrip is
point.
0
Yeah.
level.
You can touch
Basically-
anybody, turn him into a lantern.
Until you prove yourself,
Okay.
those are the only things that are open to you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
So what about everybody else that was in the?
Yeah, so they were there. Some of them were climbing as well. You notice that the little gnome that had been trying to talk to Rosie Cuswell at the beginning of the night.
Just still
Last
try
night-
hitting in the corner.
No. Not that gnome. The first gnome that was explaining the really important invention he had created.
Oh, that dude.
Right?
The boring one, not the
Yeah.
pompous one.
Yeah, the boring
that
gnome,
one.
not the pompous gnome. That's a good
The
distinction. His name's Gifford Tibbs, and
Different him.
he has also been assigned rigging. He was a good climber. Conchabar Shortstone, just because of reasons, has been assigned as a rigger. Sandara Quinn is a rigger. And those are the people that will be doing the daytime rigging with Patrick and Killian.
Okay, who else?
So Giffer, Tibbs, Conchabar, Shortstone, the two gnomes. The annoying one and the unannoying one. Well, the boring one and the...
Good luck trying.
What did you say?
Good luck trying.
Pompous one. Yeah.
Good luck trying.
And then Sandara Quinn. And
We're all daytime?
yeah, you're all daytime riggers, and you're actually introduced to sort of the captain, the officer over the riggers. He's this foul-looking, ugly creature that at first you thought was a goblin. He looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugly's a good word.
Yeah. You're introduced to him. His name is, well, you're not sure if it's his real name or not because it's kind of weird, but Mr. Plug calls him Ratline Ratsburger. And we just call him the Rat.
Easy enough.
And so this dude swings down from the rigging like he's a monkey. And as he gets close, you're not really sure what he is. He might be a goblin, and he might be a halfling, and he might be a mix of halfling and goblin and monkey.
He looks like some kind of mix of some kind of darkling type race.
Yeah, he's definitely ugly.
What do you make of this fellow, Gato?
I can make him glow.
I don't think we need another.
Not
We
the word
established
second.
we didn't need that
He
much.
looks
I
very
don't-
dark right now.
I don't think we need another lantern. Thank you very much.
So, Ratline Ratsburger
We got
says,
2 minutes left.
He says, "Welcome to the rigging. You are under me on Ratline, the Ratsburger, and you can do some rigging with me. Okay, I need you up on the foremast. That's the one up there. The foremast. Yep.
yeah, so he
Okay,
points
so I
to
go.
So you move up there and you climb up the rigging and he starts showing you. He basically teaches you guys what.
Was that this guy?
Yeah, that's him. That's Ratline Ratsburger.
Yeah.
It's your new boss, by the way.
That's your
And
new
yours.
boss.
As long as you do a good job, I'll make sure you have some good rations of rum at night. Okay? So just follow orders.
Yeah, just stick yourself somewhere up there, and then he'll be somewhere up there, and then you can be somewhere on the main mast. You don't have the privilege of going to that aft mast because
it's on the poop deck.
because it's on the poop deck. Yeah. So that guy, that little halfling, will stay up there.
Well-
Halflings seem to be the people to climb in the
Yeah,
rigging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like a natural climb bonus anyway. Can you put him
Problem
like
is the
in
spaces
the
between the
since he
crossroads
just put
are,
him
like,
in the crow's
they're
nest
tight.
because he won't fit in the
Yeah.
other things. But
Yeah. And actually, you might have that job at some point.
well, I mean, yeah, but he won't fit in the little side slot.
Stick you here.
Yeah, that works.
There you go.
Gracias.
Stick to you on the.
Stick to you there.
Stick to
Halflings have a +2 climb racial bonus anyway.
Okay. And let's see. Veravale, you are a nighttime rigger.
She goes to bed.
So
Be awake
yeah,
at
yeah, you're actually able to go to bed, but first you are introduced to your
Oh,
boss,
that's cool. He's not even on.
the
Yeah,
officer
that's
of the nighttime riggers, who Master Scourge introduces as Patch Salt.
Who's that?
And she is that drow, that dark-skinned with the white hair character that you saw down
elf.
sleeping in
Oh,
the rigging
her.
down below. Yeah,
Passed by earlier.
and she is a dark-looking character,
Wow. Cops.
but very almost the word smooth comes to mind. She's just like absolutely pitch black. And then with this bright white hair, extreme contrast, but kind of pretty
Like
in
Drain
a
Eye Suave.
weird way. What?
Like Drain Eye Suave.
I don't know that.
I think I'm like, before I go and be the boss, I'm like, telling Gato, don't even think about turning her into a lantern. Sorry, bad enough.
She's not my boss.
Well, even so, don't even think about it. We already have one lantern already.
So she looks at you, and she doesn't appreciate having been woken up at this point, and so she kind of looks at the people that are working under her, which, by the way, includes Barefoot Sam's, who is that real pale, lady that she was having her fortune read to her when you came into the bar last night, right? The lady that just doesn't look like she's having much to do with anything. She turns out to be a fine rigger, maybe because she doesn't wear shoes. I don't know, but she's one of the nighttime riggers with you.
Okay.
And then this dude Mahim, who was that dark-skinned dude that came in later and kind of hung out by himself, right? He's also one of the nighttime riggers.
It looks like an orcish blade.
I mean, you can make a history check to see what his blade is.
History.
Yeah.
And is that, do any skills come into play in that, or is that a?
It's a knowledge history.
Okay, I don't have that. But I can roll an 11.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Looks like some
It
sort of
looks like an
sword.
orcish blade. Yeah. And then you're also on nighttime rigging with Jack Scrimshaw.
Oh, the kid.
So the poor kid, he ended up climbing really well.
Hey.
He cried the whole time, especially as he got towards the top. And that might be why they put him on nighttime rigging.
Like,
So he can't see the deck.
Just as punishment for being a wuss.
oh.
Okay. And then Gato, you are introduced to that dwarf that was downstairs with you. He has this huge scar over his right eye, and he's got this great big nose, and you don't know for sure if that's why he's introduced as Narwhal Tate. But you think it's probably best not to ask. Yeah. So this is the dwarf in charge of the swabs. He is not a climber, and he tells you, "I'm not a climber, but I'm a great swab, and if you pay attention to what I say and you do it, you'll be great swabs too."
Okay, so if we can backtrack a little bit. Who was the person when I first came out that put me on swap duty?
Crunchy.
Oh, yeah, that dude's name is Kipper, Masfalian Kipper.
So I say, yes, Master Kipper put me on swap duty when I first woke up and came to the top deck. Was he correct when he said that the point is not so much cleaning, but to keep the deck wet? Is that correct?
That's correct. We're pirates. We don't give two shites about a clean deck. If we're lucky, this deck will be bathed in blood soon enough. And that's fine with me. But what you don't want is wood that dries out. Because you know what happens to wood when it dries out?
It is very easy to catch fire.
Great. You're as smart as you look. When wood dries out, it shrinks. And when wood shrinks, you get gaps between the planks. And when you got gaps between the planks and it rains or a great big wave comes over the side, all that water goes down into the ship. And do you know what happens when a ship fills up with water? I'll help you out, Catman. It sinks.
Slower?
We don't like sinking ships, so we keep the decks wet.
Okay,
Is that clear?
it's very clear.
Great.
I was only asking
Oh, no.
to see if I could recommend a more efficient approach.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those, are you?
If the
Fine.
point is to keep the deck wet, why do we drag wet mop around that dries out and we have to dip back in water? Why not we just throw some buckets of water on the deck and then use the mop to spread it?
Whoa, this is revolutionary! No one's ever thought of that before! Maybe it's because fresh water's hard to come by, and so we have to ration it instead of spilling it off the side!
Oh, so
But thanks for your helpful suggestion.
I was
I'm
not-
going back to bed now!
I was not told that
He
we were
walks
using
away.
I was not told that we were using fresh water to swap the
Gato, you're
deck.
just digging. Gato, you're digging a hole. You're digging a hole for
That was
yourself. I
beautiful,
suggest
Jeremy.
you stop.
I was not told we use
Yeah.
fresh water.
by the time you finish your sentence, like the doors have slammed shut.
Yeah, got the. You just dug him over, so.
That was beautiful.
Apparently, I have no supervisor.
So, now that you've all met your
His name is not Jason
Phoebe, you're welcome to go down and see if you can get the cook to wake up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walk.
The guy who's sawing logs.
Walk. So
You read
that is that's a house rule, and it's called the rule of threes. So Melissa, why don't you explain the rule of threes?
So when you say an action 3 times, if you're traveling, for example, when I say walk, that means I am walking to the place where I'm going to go. I'll get to the place where I want to go. Or if you were going to the crow's nest, for example, from the deck, you'd say climb. Then you're up in the deck.
Okay.
When you don't have to roll for certain things and just illustrating that you're going from point A to point B, you say the term 3 times and you're there.
Eat. Drink.
Okay.
Yeah. It's sort of a house rule that we came up with in a previous campaign, and it just became a thing. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'm glad you brought that back up because I'd forgotten about that.
I'm already.
The rule of threes. Yeah. So you are told his name. His name is
Ambrose Croup, but we all just call him Fish Guts.
and Fish Guts is down there. He's rolled over onto his side, but he's back to snoring. He's drooling all over the pillow, which is just a foul pillow.
As in it's a chicken?
And his chicken is there asleep.
Well, you said a foul pillow, so is the pillow a chicken?
See what you did there. Chicken's asleep by him. The other chickens are up and moving around, but this chicken seems to just be content to sleep next to its master. And he's snoring away.
So, is there something around I can kind of poke at him with?
Like,
Sure.
Grab like a
Like your
spatula.
finger?
Like no, I don't want to get too close to this guy.
Yeah.
so
Throw a pig on him.
I'm kind of like
Take a stick and prod him.
poke. Hello.
Yeah, you
Mr.
grab
Crew?
a spatula and prod him with it.
Gently.
Oh,
A gentle prod.
On the
Charming
arm.
fellow.
This is what he looks like.
Charming fellow.
You're screwed.
Lovely.
Yeah. And he kind of stirs. Oh, we're gonna be in there. Yeah, it's okay. That's all right, Isabel. We're gonna be cool.